Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in. I am so excited. We have Jen McKee here with us, who is an expert in everything social media and TikTok for really cool companies like HVAC and plumbing. And I just am so excited that you're here. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here too.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. So tell us about like your agency, what you do, kind of who you help.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm Jen McKee. I own Key Heart Marketing. You can see it behind me here. So it's a social media marketing agency. We focus on organic, social for service-based businesses. And we've really gone even further and started working with home service providers. So plumbing, HVAC, kind of that direction. So we've been doing that since 2021.
Oh, that's awesome. And I love how you kind of coin it the boring businesses because I don't feel like there
Yeah.
is a lot of support for those kinds of businesses out there.
Yeah. And so it's not even that the business is boring. It's more like their social media presence sounds to them like it will be boring. It's not like a sexy, like a, you know, product or something like that. And we've kind of found ways to make it more exciting, more fun, where we can actually share educational things that people are interested
Yeah.
in and engage with.
Oh, that's so awesome. I love that so much. And I mean, it is one of those industries where it's like you have to be really creative and think outside the box of ways that you can make it, more exciting and engaging. And I love that that's who you help because I do think that there is such a need for it out there. And you're located in Texas, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. So do you help across the country or just in Texas?
No, across the country. I actually, none of my plumbing and HVAC clients are in Texas.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah,
I
when
know.
you were talking about how like their content isn't necessarily always sexy, we just finished watching oh man, I can't even remember the name of it, but where they made like, the sexy like fireman calendars and everything.
Oh, yeah.
With like plumbers.
I know. There are definitely times where I'm like, if you're willing, I've got this really fun idea. And so far, I don't get a lot of bites on it, but I think it's more so because what the, they just don't have the time. And so that's really like why they hire us, right? Because they know what they need to be doing, but they
Yeah.
don't have the time to do it. Then it's more of like, okay, how are we going to create the content that we need? With someone that doesn't really have the time to give us everything that we need.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And so, one of the reasons that I really wanted you here today is I think that it's so beneficial to kind of hear about how different industries are marketing. And I mean, we specialize in TikTok, you guys specialize in TikTok and all things organic social media. So, like, what is the most effective thing that you can recommend to people in this industry on like even how to get started with this?
Like on TikTok specifically or in social media?
Yeah, let's start with TikTok.
Okay. So I feel like there's three different types of videos that do really well for this industry on TikTok. I tested them in other industries, but they just like always hit in this one. And one of the ones that we do is just like getting B-roll, and our clients are getting a little bit better at this. So it's just remembering to take video of like the day-to-day things that are going on the like really interesting side is getting video of jobs that people really love to see, like people at work. So even if you feel like your work isn't that exciting, but it's something where you're like taking something from really messy to really clean or really messed up to really put together, that's like very pleasing for somebody to watch. So video of jobs getting done, B-roll of just like trucks driving by, your team in a meeting, people standing around in the morning. And we just take those and add text on top. So those are ones that we can actually reuse a lot. We can share educational tips. We can share specials that are going on. We can share anything like that. So B-roll videos using trending sounds and actually doing the trends. So we go and find what the trends are, send them and tell our clients what we want them to do. And then we add text to make them relevant. And then like talking head videos, those actually we've gotten the best results with. Maybe not the best, but consistently get really good results with them. But they also are probably our hardest to get from our clients because again, like they're busy and they don't always make the time to create the videos. But So using those three different types of videos, we're able to consistently get views, get comments, get shares, get likes, and help our clients grow on TikTok.
Oh, that's so awesome. And like, I want to even hear a little bit more about like, because you were so good at trends and making them relevant. So, like, how do you make them relevant to that target audience?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think that that's really the trick in the trends is figuring out like you have to think about what types of videos you personally share or like laugh at or save and kind of break down like why you're doing that. And you're doing it because it's like Dane Cook, and like maybe he's not a great person, but he would say like it's funny because it's true. Like that's like the thing, right? Like that's why we laugh at comedians because what they're saying is true. And so what you're trying to do is first of all, know who your target audience is. Most likely your target audience isn't people doing what you're doing. So
Yeah.
although like there can be benefit to and I see a lot in plumbing and HVAC, like a lot of the accounts, they are plumbers who are speaking to other plumbers. Like they're either complaining about a job or they're like speaking in very technical terms that homeowners don't know or care about. And so it's really remembering that you're not talking to other people in your industry. You're talking to the homeowner, to the mom who would call you if they needed something, and figuring out how you can do something that homeowners or whoever your target audience is would find funny or could see themselves in or see somebody that they know in. And that's kind of how you like, that's how you want to be using trends. I feel like that was a really long explanation.
No, it was really good. And, I think what you said is so important. And, and this goes across many industries, is a lot of time you really have to figure out who your target market is. So like whether it be homeowners or maybe you work like, with big companies or something like that. But when you're talking on TikTok or on any social media platform, like if you don't have that target audience in mind, the content just, it won't go far, like to help your business grow. And so
Yeah.
I think that's a really important, tip, especially when you start getting into this kind of content creating.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so then with that being said, first of all, we'll talk a little bit more about your freebie after, because you put together this, like Jen put together this incredible freebie bundle, and there's so many incredible resources for your industry that you're definitely gonna want to grab hold of. Let's even talk, about some of your case studies. Like we know that, like I know that you've done some great work with plumbing companies. Like what does that look like? What has your strategy kind of been to help these companies?
Yeah, I think that one thing to if you're looking at marketing for a residential plumbing or HVAC company as a whole, there's really a lot of pieces that go into it. And it's important that when we start working with clients that they know all of these pieces and they're already like doing them all. So social media is one piece of it. And it's important because we are nurturing your community of people that already have worked with you, that support you, that live in your area. And we're staying at top of mind to them. We are reaching new people, especially with our video content, and we post videos on every platform. And then, but they also like, that's not going to be the only thing. So they also need to be making sure that their website is functional and is optimized for SEO, and that they're working with a company who has them on Google, and that they've already put money and attention into their branding and what that looks like. And so all of that encompassing is how we're able to get the best results for our clients. And we do have one of our best case studies, or one that I have written out, is with one of our first clients who was able to grow their company by over 40% in 1 year while we were working with them. And so they got to over 3 million, and they've been growing ever since.
Oh my gosh.
We also, with our clients, like by being so visible, it's opened a lot of opportunities for them, like reality TV opportunities, being a speaker at large industry event opportunities. So there's a lot of things besides the fact that people are commenting on their videos, like, hey, do you work in this area? Do you do this or this? Like that sort of thing too. So they're getting clients from it, but they're also being positioned as a thought leader because of the type of content that we're putting out there.
Wow. Okay. So first of all, what you do is cool, but just hearing that, that just got like you got so much cooler, Jen. Like that is so cool.
I know. I thought it was really cool too. I was like, yeah, but none of them actually took them up on that reality TV offer, which I get, like
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot. Like, I don't know if you really want to do that. I
Yeah.
don't think they did anyways. Maybe they
And
just didn't tell me.
oh, that's too funny. So like, and I love that. So like, even like, kind of in a nutshell, what we've talked about so far is one, figuring out your target audience is super important. But what you just talked about too, about, really understanding your goals, because I think, what a lot of people do when they get on TikTok is that they just think they're going to blow up and this means that their business is going to blow up. And that
Hmm.
isn't necessarily true. So I think like really understanding like, you're just trying to be front of mind or figuring out if all of your systems work, like you talked about, like your website and, your email list and everything else you have running in the back end. Like it's a full enchilada of things that need to be working together. And I think that's really important for people to know.
Yeah, your social media is not a silver bullet. And I don't really think any marketing is a silver bullet. Like, I mean, I don't know if you've ever gotten into like the ads area of marketing, but it's like when I was like younger in my business, I would try to run ads for people. And it was like, it was making me feel like a failure. And it took me so long to realize that like I wasn't necessarily the problem. Like, not to say that I was like really great, but the problem was the offer. It was the systems that were put in behind it. And
Yeah.
so it's really having all of those things, like you mentioned, like having something set up so that when people are finding your videos, they're able to continue into your marketing funnel, and having your website be a place that people can actually figure out how to do business with you. That that you're focusing on your Google if that's important to you. Like, there's all these other things that will help you be successful. And when you put them all together, those are the people that are really getting the best results and the most success.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And talking about that paid advertising side of things, you run TikTok ads as well, right?
Yeah, so we run TikTok ads for our clients, but we are running like ads, and they're so awesome because one of the things that people who are local businesses and brick and mortar are like, well, what does it matter if a million people see my content if it's not the right million people? And it's like, okay, so we run ads that target the exact location that they're in. So then those are like, we're not asking for anything besides like follow us. They're following ads, but they allow us to continuously get in front of the right people. And those really are the ones that people are asking, like, do you help us in our area? Like, how do we reach you? Do you do this? Can you help us with this type of thing?
Yeah, no, and I think that's really important too for people to know. Like, there's sometimes a bad rep associated with ads. Like, if you're running ads to something, it's cheating or something like that, or maybe you're not targeting the right people. And I mean, not if ads aren't done right, I mean, it's not going to be useful to you. But like you talked about,
Yeah,
like running those ads as like an addition to the organic content you're putting out can be such an effective way to reach people and reach people faster that you're really wanting to.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're only putting money behind things that are already doing well organically. Like, we would never try to like make something work that wasn't working in the first place. But yeah, we do that on Facebook too. So we run like ads on Facebook, and those on TikTok right now, it changes right now. And the
Mhm.
last account we could only, like, the least you could spend was $20 a day. I have another client who's spending $10 a day. I'm not really sure like why why they give us different options. But we run Facebook ads for $5 a day with the same thing, where we're like putting content out there that we already know is performing, that we're targeting the exact audience and keeping them in our warm network and growing our Facebook page, so that it's a lot less expensive than like a call ad or a lead gen ad. And we're still able to stay top of mind now to these new people.
That's awesome. And so like even I guess like just taking a look at how your agency, helps these businesses, like do you make it pretty easy for them to like get you content? Like what do they have to send you in order for you to be successful with it all?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a wide range. I definitely have clients that we have like nothing for, and we just create content like off of the few things that we have. Um, and then I have clients that are really good about sending me stuff. So number one, like, again, going back to like what you should have before you start working with a marketing company. A lot of them have had professional photos done that they've used for their website or maybe for other advertising. And so that's great. Some of them have worked with like similar or the same companies, and they have like 250 still images of their team. They're like very, very well done. Those are great. So we can use all of those. And then they also have had professional commercials done. So if they're not giving us videos, we just like take those and turn them into TikTok videos over and over again. But we also create a list of like hooks and videos that we need. Every week I remind them of that. I also send trending sounds to my clients that would be easy for them to replicate. Adding, like, you don't have to add anything to this. Like, I just need you doing this, and then we're going to figure out the rest of it.
Yeah.
And then I also ask them for like if it's somebody's birthday or anniversary coming up, like pictures of those people. So I'm kind of like guiding them as to what I need. They have a list of things from the beginning, but we also have time to get it as we go along.
I love that. And I love that you provide that guidance and support. And also, and I love that you bring up until you're ready to hire a marketing company, because I think a lot of people jump on board prematurely when they don't have all available, and then it becomes more of a stress than
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not even that, but then you're not getting the results that you were hoping for, and it like all around, it's like not a good feeling. And so it's like making sure that you have everything that you need to move forward.
Oh, no, that's amazing. And now I guess just kind of jumping back into TikTok world. So like when you are, helping and, creating content, like, do you think that hashtags and the captions, do you think those are important to those videos? And like, do you include keywords, or how do you target with just the organic piece?
Yeah, we've been really focused on the captions, including keywords, so that the videos are ranking with the search bar, like so that they're coming up. So that's been something I've been really working on for the last like month or two, or however long that's been. I don't know. A month ago really wasn't that long ago, so it might have been longer. I also have started looking at more broad hashtags, and so we're kind of always messing with that. As far as we also geotag all of our videos, and so we're targeting the right area. So there's a lot of things that we're looking at, adding titles like on the video, text on the screen as a title. If it's not like a I feel like I'm getting way too technical, but if it's not like a text on screen video, then we add a title to it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, we are kind of looking at keywords, especially because I've seen some plumbing and HVAC videos ranking on Google when I've searched for something. Like I was searching for clean coils, and a bunch of TikToks popped up, and I like reached out to my HVAC clients. I'm like, oh my God, like we need to create a video of how to clean coils so that we can rank here on Google. So that's something else that's really cool, that a lot of people might not know, but like those videos are being indexed and actually shown as search results in the same way that YouTube videos are. So there's another advantage to having TikTok videos.
Yeah, no, that's super powerful. And it is so super cool hearing about how you were like literally just in the background researching all the time, making sure that they show up in the best places possible. Like that's such an incredible, I guess, like partner to add to your company in order to find success.
Thanks. Yeah, we are. I mean, TikTok is probably my favorite platform.
Yeah, mine too.
So I'm a little bit biased.
Yeah. No, I hear you there. So let's talk about your 3B bundle a little bit more and how people can get it and what's inside of it.
Okay, yeah. So I created the ultimate social media blueprint for home service providers, plumbers, HVAC, electricians. It's 3 different parts. The first part is our 5-step viral TikTok strategy, where I kind of go into like those 3 types of videos that I just talked about, and how we're seeing success on TikTok with our home service providers. And after that, I have 57 different content ideas for your boring social media presence or your boring business. Those really anybody could use and it could be helpful for. But that can help you get started. And those actually could be videos. They could also be static posts, like they're just content ideas. Some of them are hooks. And then the last one is a content resource guide. So it's basically a tech stack of all of the different like software programs, apps that we use to create all the content for our clients.
Wow, that's insane. That is so crazy. Wow. And I've taken a peek at it and it is really, really good. You definitely want to grab onto that.
Yeah. So I would give you the whole link, but I think it would be easier to just go to keyheartmarketing.com/links. And it is like the top linked item there.
Cool. Okay, that sounds really good. I'll make sure to add this underneath this video too, so that you
Oh
can
yeah, and I'll give you the link, the actual link, because I just remembered I didn't optimize that page for desktop. It's only optimized for mobile. So I'll give you the actual link you can put in the notes at the bottom.
That is so funny. Like, I don't know if I've ever actually heard someone say they like, usually it's backwards. People optimize it for desktop and then it looks really
I
bad.
know, but it was like my link tree. And so
Oh.
I like just optimized it for mobile, and I'm like, the desktop doesn't even matter. But
I
like,
love that.
maybe I should fix it.
So Jen, what is like maybe your top tip for, plumbers, HVAC, service-based businesses on TikTok to implement?
I think like making your team be a part of it. I think like don't, as the founder, like you do not have to be the one doing it all, and it's way more fun when the team's involved. So there's going to be people on your team who are like super familiar with TikTok, who would love to be on the videos and take advantage of that.
Yeah, no, I love that so much. And also I know that you just created a new TikTok channel, which is insanely good. Where can we find that?
So that one is marketing the number 4 plumbing HVAC. I think I should double check that.
Okay, we can add the link below too.
Yeah. That's my new channel, my marketing for plumbers and HVAC. That one's been really fun. Marketing for plumbers HVAC, yeah, with a number 4.
Cool. Yeah, no, it is also very good. And I think that even if you're not in this specific industry, I think that a lot of these tips can definitely apply to your business. So make sure to go check that out as well. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for coming on today. It was fantastic talking to you. And I'm so glad that we got to deep dive into this kind of industry and how you're really supporting people, because I think it is really important for people to know that this is out there.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you having me on. This was a lot of fun.
No problem. We'll see you later.
All right, bye-bye.